I am going on a professional photo shoot today, and I just thought it would be fun to bring y'all along. I know for a lot of us women over 50, being in front of the camera is really not our jam, especially for like still photos, because we don't know what to wear. We don't know how to dress our bodies so that we will look our absolute best. There's certain things that we might want to camouflage. I know for me, it's the tummy area. So I just thought it would be great to kind of show you all how I prepared for this photo shoot and then bring you along so you can really see how everything turned out. So we have our rack back here where I have already gone through everything and tried it all on. And then I thought, you know what? My girls need to see this. In my mind, I was thinking for a photo shoot, first of all, I don't want anything that's going to be too busy. I don't want a lot of patterns, because not that we shouldn't wear patterns, don't get me wrong. It's just that in photos, sometimes they don't necessarily translate the same way we think they do, and just the whole color. So I do have a little bit of pattern, but I was really strategic about the pattern placement. I wasn't going to go full head to toe. And I also wanted to make sure that I had more neutral colors, things that were going to complement my skin tone, and also things that would be more evergreen, more classic, because it's not every day I get to go on a photo shoot, and I want these pictures, these photos to kind of be relevant or in style long before today, right? And so I also thought that I need things to be structured. I feel like at a certain age, we should be more into the structured clothing. For me, I know it's more flattering for my body. I don't like anything too loose, definitely don't like anything too tight. And that's just because when I do things like that, I put on the really loose clothes and then I look way bigger and frumpier than I want to. I am not a curvy woman. I am straight up and down. So when I put on something really loose, I tend to give that SpongeBob SquarePants type of look, that linebacker type of look, whatever it is. And then when clothes are too tight, because I'm not curvy, because I don't have the Coke bottle shape and the hips, it really accentuates the fact that I'm just kind of straight up and down, and then I struggle with the hip dips. So I'm always looking for something that's structured, that's going to give me the shape that I want. And so I just wanted to show y'all the basics of what I'm going to be wearing, and then I'll take y'all with me to the photo shoot and you'll kind of see how everything turns out with the accessories, because that's where I'm really going to bring in my styling, is going to be with my footwear, with my jewelry. I'm going to be putting a brooch on every one of these jackets. That's just kind of my thing. Some of them, it may even be multiple brooches, but for now, we're just going to kind of go through what I picked so y'all can get an idea of how I prepare. And so last night, everything got tried on, everything was steamed, and now it's ready to go into the garment bag. So the first outfit that I'm wearing, which I absolutely love, a lot of these pieces are going to be from the Loft, and this is not a sponsored video, but I do love the Loft. They're what am I looking for? The quality of their fabrics, they drape really nicely, and they are affordable. So you get that really luxurious look for affordable price. And so this is like kind of a trench coat style vest, really long, double-breasted. It has your little vent in the back, belted. Absolutely love this. Nice neutral color, something that I feel like is a classic, never gonna go out of style. And then it has the wide leg. They call these palazzo pants. You see the tags are still on this stuff because I was preparing for this photo shoot. So you see you have the wider bottoms. These are gonna go all the way down to my ankle. I'm gonna wear a neutral open toe shoe with these, and it's gonna really be cute. And so for a little bit of color, just to kind of break up the monotony of the monochrome, I'm just gonna do this satin cami underneath, and it has the same undertone as the outfit, but just these little black speckles, I'm gonna call them. So it gives you a little bit, but not too much, and it's gonna be worn under the jacket or under the vest. Now I am going to take direction from the photographer as to whether or not I should open up the jacket or keep it closed and things like that, because I stay in my lane and I'm not really someone who is well versed in posing. I kind of tend to do the same pose, but from what I hear, this studio is really good with just kind of helping you relax and showing you how to move your body, catch the light, and all of that. So for the next outfit, it is also from the Loft. Same type of concept, but we have the charcoal gray, and we have the long, like, duster style coat that we're gonna wear under this. Really cute, nice and structured, just a little bit of shoulder pad in this, which I like because I don't like the rounded shoulders. I don't mind my shoulders looking a little stronger. It doesn't bother me, and it balances me out because I don't have the hips or whatever, so it gives me some shape at the top. And I don't know, I don't mind a shoulder pad. And a lot of women who are taller and more of the Amazon type of woman, they don't want the shoulder pad. But for me, again, because I'm straight up and down, to kind of give me that shape starting up here, I don't mind it at all. And so same type of pants as in the first outfit, not quite as wide leg. I think this is considered more of a palazzo pant, and this one is actually the wide leg. And so also from the Loft, and this is their Versa collection, and I really love the Versa collection. Now I might be dating myself, but if y'all are familiar of like Casual Corner back in the day, that's what the Loft gives me. And so for this one, I'm gonna keep it simple and just do a black satin sleeveless blouse. Now this is a trick, and let me know if y'all would like to do a video on this another time, but I have mastered layering for the woman over 50 because you know we get those hot flashes and we need to be able to layer, and it doesn't matter what the weather is outside, our body is going to do its own thing. And so when I'm going to be wearing jackets and blazers, oftentimes you will see me in one of these sleeveless blouses. When I have my blazer on, you have no idea that this is a sleeveless blouse. It presents just like a regular long sleeve blouse. You have your collar, your buttons, and everything. However, child, when I get hot, that blazer comes off. It is not going to do me any good if I still have sleeves down to my wrists. And I almost said ankles, y'all. Ankles was in my head. But I'm going to have on the sleeveless. And so that's what I'm going to wear with this. And I think I'm going to do a more fun shoe with this one since it is just black and gray. I have not totally decided yet. I'm going to take a bunch of shoes with me and see, but of course a brooch is going to go on the jacket. I'm going to put some jewelry on, and y'all see all that later. The next one, same color category, and y'all might be thinking, oh, this is kind of boring, but it's not. This is a charcoal gray blazer, and this is from Future Collective. Love this blazer, but as you can see, it's like that hourglass shape. So this is going to cinch me in at the waist, flare out a little bit, kind of like a peplum, but not quite. Love, love, love this type of structure. Still, I have just the slightest bit of a shoulder pad here to give me even more structure, and it's going to build that silhouette that I love. And under that, I have this silk dress from Quince. Love Quince. Again, affordable things, but quality. And I love Quince. And this is not sponsored by anybody, but so I'm giving y'all just the real deal Holyfield. This is how I shop. These are the things I like. Quince not only gives you the quality, but they give you the affordable prices, and they have 365-day free returns. So you can keep something and return it a full year later. Now there are, it needs to have tags, things like that, whatever, but 365 days and free. Love Quince. And this Merlot color, this burgundy maroon, whatever you call it, has been all the rage this year, and so really popular. And so for this one, gonna add my brooch, not my brunch, but gonna add my brooch to the blazer, and then I'm going to do some boots in the same exact color as the dress. I love that type of thing where your pants or your dress or skirt just flow right into your shoe. It just kind of elongates the whole silhouette. And it's so funny because when some of my girlfriends were here in January for my women's conference, we were watching some fashion videos, and one of my friends was like, I hate when people wear a dress and their boots are the same color because it looks like you don't even have on any shoes. And we were going to my VIP event, and I was actually wearing this exact outfit, and I said, girl, well, you're gonna hate my outfit because that's what I'm wearing tonight. And she's like, really? I don't like that. And I love that about my friends because she did not change her stance at all. She was not like, oh, well, it's not that bad. She was like, really? I don't like that. But I love that aesthetic where everything just kind of flows together. So the next one, y'all, I love this jacket. So this, again, is from the Loft Versa. Love this. This is like a mushroom type of color, but y'all look at the pleating in the back. Now, I don't know if we're going to catch this in the photos at all, but your girl had to have it. Love, love, love this. And this material, this crepe material, is amazing. So luxurious, nice and heavy. Like, I like to feel my clothes. I like things to be lined. I like there to be nice stitching, a little weight to the material. That just means something to me. And the palazzo pants. And these I got in a tall, so they're really gonna be long, so you probably won't see my shoe at all. And I absolutely love that. But again, nice weighted quality pieces. And all of these camis I got from Amazon. So these are satin camis, and as you can tell, I have almost the same cami, but I have it in multiple colors. I probably have about 25 of these in different colors, and you see they're all sleeveless. But you see the nice covered button detail in the front, and those kind of things make a difference to me. Covered buttons, but it's sleeveless, and it's like in the same color family as this, so it's not a monochromatic look, but just a little subtle color difference. Probably will wear some neutral shoes, but again, in this one, you're not even going to see the shoes because the pants are really, really long, and I love that look as well. So last but not least, this is my little personality type of outfit, and the brooch is on this one because I was trying some things out, but this is also from Future Collective. I've had this for several years, so you can see a couple of these pieces weren't brand new, but this is like the tuxedo style jacket. I love that nice satin stripe down the arm. Love that. And this is belted, so it's also going to give some shape. And I am going to wear this with this nice A-line faux leather skirt that I got from QVC. And I can't remember the designer of this one. Let me see. And yeah, y'all, I shop at QVC. Love QVC. They have some really nice quality pieces. I've been shopping with them forever. I don't see the brand, but got it from QVC. And I will link all of these things in the description box below. And then you can also shop my Amazon store for anything I receive from Amazon. And this is what I'm going to wear underneath that blazer. And this is just a bodysuit. It's edited by Hunter McGrady, but I got it at Sam's Club, and I think I paid like $15 for this bodysuit. Really, really cute, really, really comfortable. I usually don't snap the in-between, but I still love a good bodysuit because it gives you that length to tuck in, so you're not worried about when you raise your arms or different things. But I rarely am gonna snap it in between because ain't nobody got all that time when you got to use the restroom. But absolutely love this. This is like a mesh almost, so it looks like it's see-through, but it's really not, but super duper comfortable. So, and I'll probably wear some black boots with this, and again, just where it's gonna blend from the leather skirt right into the leather boots. So y'all will see everything all put together. We'll do some little background, or not background, behind the scenes type of videos at the photo shoot. My husband will have the camera, and then I'll pick y'all up later to kind of give you my thoughts on how I think everything went. Did the outfits turn out the way I expected them to? I know they're going to be able to show me some unedited versions of the photos today, so I'm super excited about that. I'm doing my own makeup. I also decided that I didn't want this photo shoot to be glam. This is more of a business type photo shoot because I don't think I shared with y'all. I am going to be honored at the Great Women of Texas event hosted by the Fort Worth Business Press, and I am being honored as a woman of influence for the state of Texas, and it'll be here in Fort Worth. And so that event is on April 8th, and I'm super excited, humbled, grateful, honored, all the things, because it's really, really a huge honor to be recognized in that way. And so they are giving us this photo shoot to prepare for the event. And so it's more of a business type of photo shoot. And so I didn't want to go full glam, and I'm not a full glam girly anyway. The times when I have hired a makeup artist and done the full glam for different galas and events, I always felt like I was given more drag queen. And I didn't really like that look on me. I mean, for some people, it looks amazing. For me, I am more of a plain Jane, more of a tomboy. I'm not a girly girl. I do love clothes, but as you can see, I like the more structured. I'm not super dainty. And so the makeup and everything is like, lashes does it for me. I don't get my lashes done a lot. I got my lashes done recently because we were going on a cruise and I just didn't want to worry about any makeup at all. And I just decided to get them redone for this photo shoot. And I don't know how long I'll hang on to them because it is convenient. With lashes, y'all, you feel like you don't have to put anything on your face. So we'll see how long I rock the lashes, but I'm going to put on a little bit of makeup because they do say it's a little better, when you're taking photos to have something on your face more than just your regular everyday. So y'all will see all of that later. So I am going to go get dressed to head over to the photo studio, and I will see y'all in a bit. So for this first outfit, I absolutely loved it. I put on my pearl and rose gold brooch. You see the pleats are absolutely pleating. I just loved the way it flowed and how comfortable it was because, these were new outfits, so I've never actually worn them. I paired them with my mauve-y, almost a nudish type of woven square toe heel by Steve Madden. I've had these for some years. I was showing my brooch off to y'all, but yeah, this was so comfortable and I was able to move with ease. I felt really good in it. It made me feel really confident, and so I believe that it is going to photograph absolutely beautifully. So this was definitely a win for me. This next one is my long double-breasted trench outfit. And what I noticed when I put this one on is that I could wear this as a dress as well. But I put on my Chanel brooch, the cream brooch with the gold trim. And then I also put on my gold square toe ankle strap heels. These are also from Steve Madden. You see, she's directing me in my poses because your girl is awkward doing things with my body that kind of take me out of my comfort zone. But the photographer was amazing. And please excuse the lighting because the lighting was set up for photo, not for video. And my husband was recording and he ended up turning it vertically like this so that he could get a little closer in on me because of where he had to stand in the studio. But yeah, another comfortable outfit. Cannot wait to wear this outside in the real world. I absolutely loved how it turned out, and yeah, it was amazing. And there's so many different things I can do with this. And that's what I love as well. Through this whole experience, I realized how many other things I have that will match with these pieces. Now, this one was giving me boss moves, power suit. I put on my guitar Chanel brooch with this one. You can't really see it close up, but it is a yellow guitar with a silver neck and it's trimmed in black. And so it gave just a little bit of pop of color. And I had on my satin sleeveless blouse. And then I put on my Christian Louboutin heels with the spikes, the silver spikes across the toe, and silver jewelry. And this one, again, very comfortable. Can't wait to wear it out. And I really love the movement in all of these pieces and just how everything flowed and how it's structured, but still was super comfortable. None of this was pulling or tugging in any way. All of the pants were the perfect length for the shoes I had on. And I really think these are going to make for some strong business photos. And I really had a good time pairing it with the different pieces of jewelry and the brooches. And the poses were just so fun because there is no way I would have thought about, moving these ways. She had music playing for me and she's like, just move with the music. But I'm like, girl, I am so uncomfortable. I am not going to be able to move at all unless you tell me to move. And that's exactly what she did. She had me try different things. And this is my first full-on photo shoot. I've done just the headshots before, but I've never done with all of the different outfit changes. And she was so patient with me. So this one is, of course, one of my favorite looks. As y'all can see, the dress that flows directly into the boots. I put on my Celine antique gold brooch with this one, and then also had on some gold jewelry. I decided not to do a necklace with this one, but I really loved it. I started with the jacket button because I like that silhouette, but I'm not sure if you'll see in this clip, but at a certain time she had me undo the jacket. You see me laughing because my husband was cracking up at me the entire time because she's telling me to do certain moves. And I'm like, what? And she's like, tilt your head this way, do it this way. At one point, I don't know if it'll be in this video, but I actually looked like I was doing a bunny hop. And she just could not believe that me being in social media as much as I am, as well as being someone who does a lot of public speaking and I'm in front of the camera a lot. She just could not believe that I was that uncomfortable posing. But I'm telling her there's a big difference between still photos and actually having to strike these America's Next Top Model poses than just sitting in front of a camera and being totally natural. See, she had me undo the button, which that looked good as well because the jacket still had its shape. And speaking of America's Next Top Model, did y'all see that documentary? If you did, put something in the chat and let me know what you thought about it, because it was very interesting. Let's just say that. So this, I believe, is going to be the last outfit. And this is also the one that I'm going to do my interview in at the end. And you'll see that. And it was really cool. So on top of the photo shoot, we actually had a little interview segment as well. And they'll play those videos at the award ceremony. But I put my S brooch on this one and then my black boots. Y'all see, this is kind of like my signature look. I love the tone on tone, that black A-line skirt going into the black boots. These are some Donna Karan boots that I actually picked up at Marshall's, and they were like $29, and they were actually a half size too small. But I used my little trick, put my shoe stretch in them, walked around for about a half hour with some sweat socks on, and now they are perfect. You see me cracking up and laughing because my husband was just so tickled. But yeah, that is a little trick. You can get shoe stretch from Amazon, spray it inside the shoe, and if it fits but it's just uncomfortable, that will do the trick every time. And so this is just a little clip of me. She asked me 4 different questions and I was able to breeze through this with no problem. And she's like, okay, how do you just answer these questions off the top of your head, no retakes, nothing, and you can go through that just like that, but you can't pose for pictures? I'm like, 2 different things, sis, 2 different things. But this was amazing. I absolutely enjoyed every moment of it, and I'll be back in a second to tell you guys more about the photo shoot. So it's the next day. I didn't have a chance to jump back on yesterday to kind of give you a recap of my entire experience, because as soon as we got home yesterday, I had to immediately change outfits yet again I think I changed clothes yesterday like 6 times because we had a gala to attend last night that was phenomenal. Such a great experience there as well. But I did want to come back on and just let you all know, if you didn't already pick it up from the video thus far, that it was a terrific experience yesterday. And any of the anxiety I had, any of the worries I had about how I was going to look in my clothes and all that completely went out the window once I stepped onto that set. And I'm sure it had a great deal to do with the photographer herself. And I'll be sure to leave her information in the description box below for any of you who are local here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, because her studio is beautiful. It smelled great from the moment you walked in the door, and smell is very important as far as kind of setting the mood. She played the kind of music that I like. She asked me at first who was my favorite artist, the first one to come to my mind, and I immediately was like Stevie Wonder. And so she put on Stevie Wonder, but it was a lot of slower Stevie Wonder songs. And so she was like, well, what's your favorite genre so we can maybe pick it up a little bit? And I told her 80s R&B. And so we listened to some Shaka Khan, some Earth, Wind and Fire, and kind of, get me to moving, even though your girl is so awkward, but she was so good. She laughed with me. She made me feel so comfortable. And so I really suggest, if you've never done it, schedule yourself a photo shoot. It doesn't need to be for any special occasion. You don't have to be a business owner. Just do it for yourself. I mean, it was just very liberating, and it was a phenomenal experience. Like, I've done photo shoots before, but they've been strictly just like sit in the chair, headshot type of photo shoots, or maybe group photo shoots. But just to kind of have that time in the studio by yourself, it was just a really, really great experience. So I definitely 10 out of 10 recommend. Just pull some clothes and shoot some different looks and have fun, because trust me, There will be another one scheduled for me soon because I want to do one for my brand and then one with myself and my husband. And I cannot wait to see these edited photos. Like, it was great. And then the interview at the end, it was also wonderful. And I'll be sure to share all of that with you all once I get it. But yeah, it was a great time and something that I really think that us women over 50, we deserve to do that. We need some professional photos in our repertoire because a lot of us did not take time to do that in the years before. We were getting our kids' pictures taken. We were doing the family photos. But just doing something like this for yourself, it really makes you feel good. So hopefully you all enjoyed the video. I hope I gave you some outfit inspiration. If you're looking for some business clothes, some structured pieces, that was pretty much like a little mini capsule wardrobe when I start looking at it. A lot of things to mix and match. And so hopefully you were able to draw something from that if you're looking for those types of outfits. And you can do so much with it. It's like a blank canvas. So hopefully there was something in it for you. And I just appreciate you all so much for tuning in. We're going to be doing more videos like this. If you have any ideas of something that you would like to see as far as fashion, just let me know in the comments and I would be more than willing to film whatever I can to support the tribe. So y'all know the drill. I love and appreciate each and every one of you to bits and pieces. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing that. If you're here this long, then you know you want to come back. So hit that subscribe button, share the channel with a friend, and then hit that notification bell so you never miss any content. And y'all know the drill. Love each other and be kind to one another, but never forget to live your life. LYFE. Love yourself first explicitly. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.